friends. I'm having my coffee. I thought I would vlog a little bit this morning. I had decided to do that last night, and already my morning is not going as planned. It actually started last night. I couldn't sleep with anything. Well, I had a hard time getting to sleep, but once I finally got to sleep, I did sleep pretty good. But it was one of those 2 a.m. still awake morning or nights, and I think it had to do with my IBS acting up. Just haven't been quite feeling very good the last couple of days, and I ate cauliflower with my dinner last night, quite a large helping, and about 90% of the time I can get away with eating cauliflower and it doesn't bother me at all, but not last night. And so that was bothering me most of the night. I did end up taking one of my prescription pills, and that did help, but then I woke up this morning and I'm still feeling a little bit ouchy in my guts, so there's that. And then I went down to publish my video that I had been uploading all night, and it's still uploading, and that never happens. So I don't know if our internet went out last night or our internet is extremely slow right now. I mean, it's obviously extremely slow, but I don't know why. So I was down there fiddling with that, and I couldn't figure out why it was taking so long, but it was almost ready to publish. So I thought, I'm not going to sit here for 15 minutes and wait for this thing. I'm going to go eat my breakfast, chat with my friends, and then I'll go back down and publish it. But my video is going to be late getting out today. Well, it's not today when you're watching this one. You know what I mean? In video world, it's different. So anyway, I'm having my normal overnight oats for breakfast, and my cup of coffee you saw, and my 2 prunes. Maybe that'll help with my IBS. What else is going on with me? As far as the weight loss goes, I have not given an update on that in quite a while. I think the last time I spoke with you guys about it, I had lost 10 pounds, and I was weighing myself every week. Hi, Artie. Hi, buddy. Talk to the people. You can see him back there. He won't whistle if I talk to him, but he'll probably be whistling while I'm talking to you. So he's funny. I love to hear him whistle. But anyway, I was weighing myself every week, and for about 3 weeks in a row, the scale did not budge. I didn't gain, thank goodness, but I didn't lose either. And I have always been very obsessed with the number that's on the scale. It doesn't matter if my clothes fit looser, it doesn't matter if I feel better, it's the number on the scale. And I know that's not the best way to be, but that's the way I am. And that's why for long periods of time in my life I refused to get on a scale. That's why when I have to go to visit the doctor, that's what I'm anxious about. Getting on that stupid scale. I'm not anxious about anything else generally, especially if it's just a checkup, but it's getting on that scale makes me so anxious. So for when 3 weeks in a row, nothing, had lost nothing, I thought, I'm just not getting on this scale for a while. So I went 2 weeks without getting on the scale, and then I'm like, oh, I've got to find out, I've got to see, and I got on, and I had lost again. So I have a doctor's appointment. Speaking of the doctor, I have a doctor's appointment next week. So I'm not weighing myself until I go to the doctor, and I want to see what the doctor's scales say, because I know what the doctor's scales said the last time I went, and there's got to be a loss, because there's a loss on my scale, there's got to be a loss on his scale. But since the last time I weighed myself, I am down 15 pounds. So I am losing, but it is incredibly slow. And it's not Trim Healthy Mama's fault, and it's not my fault necessarily, because I am following the plan and I'm not really cheating on it. I'm not following it 100%. I've talked about this before. I can't follow it 100%. a lot of the artificial, well, they don't do artificial sweeteners, but a lot of the sugar substitutes that they recommend using, I cannot use. I can use stevia, but I can't use any of the other stuff. So my sweetener blend that I buy has stevia and cane sugar, which is not Trim Healthy Mama friendly, but it is a whole lot less calories than regular sugar. I think you're cute too, buddy. I do. I think you're cute too. I don't know if you can hear him whistling. He's doing that cat call whistle. So cute. But anyhow, I don't know if that is slowing things down or not, because I do eat more sugar than what the plan recommends. But it's my body, and that's what I have to do. Hi, buddy. Yes, you're cute. So anyway, I think the main reason why I'm so slow at losing is two reasons. Firstly, I totally screwed up my metabolism from all of the yo-yo dieting and the anorexia that I had as a teenager. Totally wiped out my metabolism. And the second thing is I do have a thyroid problem. And a lot of people try to use that as an excuse. But really, if someone says, I can't lose weight because I have a thyroid problem, even when they're on thyroid medication, don't say that they're just copping out unless you're seeing them sit down eating McDonald's and drinking pop and all the bad things. If they are legitimately eating healthy and they're saying they can't lose weight because of their thyroid, believe them. It is true. Even if you're on medication, it still slows everything down, and it's really, really difficult to lose weight. But I'm happy with the 15-pound loss. I was hoping I'd have closer to 20 pounds off by the time I went to the doctor, but that is not going to happen. So I just have to be happy with my 15-pound loss. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and eat this breakfast, go down and check in. Hopefully that video is ready to publish, and then I'll come back and chat with you some more. I just got that video published, and my internet seems to be working fine now. I don't know. So obviously something in the middle of the night happened, either through YouTube itself or on my internet. But it's up and it's published, so hee-haw. Just put a kink in my morning routine. It usually takes me about 10 minutes to get that published and all of it shared on all my different social media, but it took me a good hour and a half this time. Oh, what a day. I've got a lot of cleaning I have to do today, so this will be a vlog / clean with me video, and let me show you what's going on in my living room here. It kind of looks like I'm back to my renovation days, doesn't it? Actually, Olivia is painting her bedroom. She has been bugging us for, oh my goodness, probably at least 2 or 3 years to paint her room. And we decided to wait until she was older, until she could make a final decision, because she was just deciding all kinds of weird colors, and we're like, no, you're not painting that room black. She wanted to paint it black at one point, and I'm like, no. So anyway, we told her that if she helped us with the kitchen and dining room renovation, then her reward or payment would be that we would buy her the paint and she could paint her room. So she's got all of her stuff out here, and I will show you her room later, but right now she's sleeping. So I'll show you what she's gotten done so far. She got 3 out of her 4 walls painted. She finally agreed, we finally came to an agreement on her colors. She wanted, like I said, originally she wanted to do 3 of her walls bright red and her 4th wall black, like her, what is it called? Oh, I can't remember, the term just went straight out of my head. It's where the other one wall is a different color. And we're like, no, that's not happening. She decided finally to go with like an off-white or a light tan color for 3 of her walls, and then her 4th wall we agreed that she could paint it a bright red color. And then she's going to paint her furniture and her picture frames black and yellow. It all has to do with her favorite band, which is 21 Pilots. I had never heard of them before she started liking them, but if you have teenage girls in your home, you probably have heard of 21 Pilots. So their colors that they do their albums in are black, red, yellow. Black, red, and yellow, I think. So anyway, that's what she's doing. And so my living room is a mess again for a while, but probably Saturday she'll be able to put everything back. Alright, I have got so much cleaning to do today. I think I mentioned that already. I'm going to finish my coffee, and then I'm going to get off of my tushy, and I'm going to get busy cleaning, and I will bring you along with me. And the rest of this video might just be a cleaning video, so be prepared. So this is Olivia's room, and that was what her walls originally were, this wallboard stuff with this design on it. And that's going to be her red wall, and then this is the color she painted the rest of the walls, which I think is really pretty. It's going to be nice because, you know, someday she is going to move out, and we're probably not going to want to keep a red wall as a guest room wall. So we can just, you know, repaint that wall with this color, and it'll be a nice neutral color. So, yeah, she's doing a really good job. She's doing all the work herself. And she's doing a great job. Well, it's sprinkling a little bit, but I really need to get to the garden, and I know there's probably some tomatoes and maybe a few cucumbers that need to be picked. So I'm going to take you along. I don't know how much I'll get to actually video because I don't want to get my camera wet, especially if it starts doing more than just sprinkling. But let's go to the garden and see what we can find. blight got to these plants really bad, and I came out the other day and cut them back, cut all the most of the blighty stuff off, but I don't know. I don't think these guys are gonna survive it. Got some tomatoes that are getting ready. I just want to be able to make some sauce. So far it looks like my Roma plants are doing okay, and they're the best for sauce making. These are the celebrities, and they got hit with that blight really bad. Ugh, probably because we had such a hot, rainy summer. That's the only thing I can figure. What I ended up getting from the garden, quite a few tomatoes. I'm just going to wash these up and get them in the freezer, and then when I have enough saved up, I will can tomato sauce. 2 green peppers and a hot pepper, and then some cucumbers. I'm pretty sure I have enough cucumbers now to do another batch of kosher dills, but that is going to be tomorrow. I'm not going to try to get that done today. And then I picked this melon, and I'm pretty sure it's ripe. I found that if the tummy, I call it the tummy, it's the bottom of the melon that sits on the ground, turns this yellow color, then it's pretty much ready to pick. So yeah, that's what we got from the garden today. So this is what I'm having for lunch today. This is a turkey burger that Scott grilled out the other night for dinner. It was left over, and on it I'm using one of these sandwich skinnies, and then I've got a little bit of ketchup, which is not Trim Healthy Mama friendly typically, but I have like a teaspoon on there, so it's no big deal. Some mustard, some of these home canned bread and butter pickles, and a tomato from my garden, and a little slice of onion in there. And then I've got some cucumbers from the garden with just a little bit of this honey mustard light dressing drizzled on. And then to drink, I have some water with ice, and I have it flavored with some of this True Lime limeade, and it's the watermelon flavor, which I really like. It tastes like Jolly Ranchers to me. Now this is also one of those things that's not 100% Trim Healthy Mama friendly, because this does have sugar in it, but it's only 10 calories for this whole big thing. And like I talked about earlier today, I have to do my Trim Healthy Mama plan differently than a lot of other people do, but it still works, so it's very flexible. Alright, I'm going to go enjoy my lunch. And I should also mention this also has stevia in it. So that is why it is so low in calories, because they do add a little bit of sugar, but it's mainly sweetened with stevia. And if you've ever used the True Lime, that's basically just dehydrated lime juice. So it's got real fruit juice in it, and so it's got vitamin C and all of that good stuff. So I really do like it a lot. And they have this True Lime, and they also have the True Lemon in a variety of flavors. But so far my favorite is the watermelon. So I have 4.1 pounds of tomatoes. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put 4 pounds on the freezer bag and get these stuck in the freezer, and so I can do sauce hopefully in a couple weeks. Next week we are going to pick up the pork that we ordered. We order a pig every year from a friend of mine who she raises non-GMO pigs, and her kids do the 4-H, and then she sells the pigs. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this while I chat with you guys for a minute. So anyway, the very first year we ordered pork from her, we only ordered half a pig. Then last year we ordered a whole pig. And this year, since we are not raising chickens, meat chickens, I'm taking a break, we ordered 2 pigs from her. Well, I got an email from her last night stating that the pigs are at the processing place, and that my 2 pigs, or our 2 pigs, weighed in at 495 pounds. Now that's including skin and bones and all of that. So the actual meat that we'll get from it, I'm not sure what the poundage will be, but probably 2/3 of that I would assume would be meat. But anyway, we will probably be picking that meat up next week. It takes, you know, they have to butcher the pig or slaughter the pig, and then they have to have it hanging in a cooler for a few days, and then you tell them what kind of cuts of meat you want, and so they'll process the pig then, and then I think it takes them a couple of days, and then you can go pick it up, and it comes in nice little neat packages. I've got 1 package of meat left from last year that actually would have been gone by now, but it got buried in the freezer and I forgot it was there. So let me show you what the little brown packages look like. So it just comes like this, and we always get ground pork, mild sausage, and pork chops. That's what we end up getting from the pigs. So anyhow, this is our pork freezer, and as you can see, as we have used the pork, we have filled it with other things, mostly vegetables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out of this freezer, and I'm going to pack it in this freezer, which still has some chicken in it, but this freezer here is completely jam-packed full of chicken still, and then this one is about half full. I'm going to reorganize this, move everything out of that freezer, put it in this freezer, and then when Scott gets home from work, we're going to unplug this and defrost it and have it all ready to go for next week when we pick up the pork. So let me get my camera set up and we'll get busy emptying this freezer. Well, this freezer is pretty much full now, and I still have a few things in here, mostly like lunch items and a little bit of meat. And this meat we'll use up before we pick up the new meat. But I've got some more squash down there that I can put in the other freezer. This is almond flour. I can take that out and put it in the refrigerator upstairs. And I don't know what this stuff is. I have no idea. I don't know why I don't mark things. Some sort of leftovers. And this is chicken broth. So I am going to have to figure out, because I got some more bone broth there, and that's bone broth back there, and then the rest of this is just lunch items for the kids. So I think I'm going to put the lunch items in this little freezer. It doesn't have a whole lot of space in it, but I can make room for it. And this I think I'm just going to thaw out and feed it to the dogs because I don't even know what it is. And here's the tomatoes that I just got done processing, so I have to find a spot in the freezer for that. I guess this is a good problem to have so much food that you don't have space for it all. Yeah, and this is laundry. This is my folding table, and these freezers double as a folding tables for my laundry as well. And then that's my big cooker. Travis got that for me for Christmas last year. I haven't even opened it up yet or used it, but I am going to be doing that. So let me see if I can figure out someplace else to put this stuff. Okay, so I got this completely cleaned out, and like I said, when Scott comes home from work today, he can help me pull this out and unplug it so it can defrost, and then I will clean it out. And this will hopefully hold all of the pork, I hope, because we don't have any more room anywhere else for it. All of the lunch items I ended up putting in this freezer. I have a turkey, bought that at Thanksgiving time. Those are turkey burgers, and then that's all the lunch items. What was in this freezer besides the turkey was all of this bread. I buy bread when I find it on sale, and I stick it in the freezer. But I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to thaw it out, and I'm going to cube it up, season it up, and toast it in the oven and make croutons out of it. So I'm going to take care of that. And this freezer is completely full of vegetables. I probably won't even have to buy much of anything when I go shopping the next time. Use up some of this stuff so we have room. But anyway, buried underneath here is a couple of ham bones for ham and beans. And then down in there was that chicken that you saw. These are frozen cranberries. I bought cranberries up at Thanksgiving time last year when they were in the stores and at a good price. And I washed them and froze them. And I use those in my smoothies, and you can use them for all kinds of things. I may not even have to buy cranberries this year to make my cranberry salad for Thanksgiving. So, yeah, that's full, and I can't show you what's in there because I got all this junk on top of it, but take my word for it, it's packed full of chicken. So, now I got that job done. Like I said, I'm going to just thaw this out. I have no clue what it is, and I'll feed it to the animals. And I'm going to take this down and put it in the refrigerator. Take this up and put it in the refrigerator upstairs. And so now I've got some laundry I need to fold. It's raining. I was downstairs working on editing this video and I thought I heard thunder. But yeah, it's raining. Nice, steady, gentle rain it looks like. You didn't necessarily need it. My pot is tipped over out there. I wonder if Sally did that. I bet you she did. Nosing around out there. Alright, I'm going to give you a peek at Olivia's room, and then I'm going to wrap this video up.
What about it?
Look at that dog. She's so hard. She worked so hard today. She's so exhausted. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, she's such a hard worker.
But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a real quick peek. You should probably put the lid on that, so... Or are you going to put another coat of paint on the wall? Oh. Okay, so this is her red wall after 3 coats. I think it looks pretty. I'm actually quite impressed. I didn't think I was going to like it at all. But I really like the contrast between the off-white and the red. And I think when she gets this room all completely done, it's going to be really, really pretty. When she has it all done and everything organized and pictures back up on the wall and everything, I will take some pictures of it and tack it onto a future video at some point, so that y'all can see her room. I think it looks really, really good. Honestly, 100% Scout's honor, I thought I was going to hate that red wall. I actually really like it.
You have to trust me.
What?
You have to trust me more. I know what I'm doing.
Uh-huh. I think I'm going to wrap this day in the life up here. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All of that video you've seen I've done today. I've got a lot done today. But while I was editing, I'm almost at half an hour already. My day in the lives are so long. I think I talk too much. That's probably why. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed coming with me today as I got some work done and chatted a lot with you guys. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure what we're having for dinner tonight, but it will definitely be a Trim Healthy Mama approved whatever I make. Nothing with cauliflower though. I shouldn't eat that again for another few days. All right, friends, thanks so much. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.